Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, DNJ Reads. I'm Danielle, and today I'm bringing you a FairyLoot unboxing. So as you can see from the thumbnail, I have a couple FairyLoot boxes to unbox today. I have the August Adult and Romantasy box, and then I also have a one-off book that I purchased outside of the boxes that is a continuation to a series. So I'm actually just going to start with that one first. I do like how FairyLoot kind of labels their boxes. So with this one being a plain box, I know that this is just a box that I bought separate from their other boxes. And then we have the adult box that has the sword with the fairy wings on it. And then we also have the Romantasy box that has the heart on it for romance. So it's way easier now to tell which box you're getting at which time. These all happen to come around the same time, so I saved them to make one big video for you this time. So like I said, I'm just going to start with the one-off that I bought, and this is going to have, let's see, ooh, that noise. All this popping. We have The Undermining of Twyla and Frank by Bannen. I really enjoyed The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Bannen. I loved that book. I actually reread it so that I could read this one when it came out, and I really enjoyed this one as well. So I'm really glad that I picked up the special edition for it. So this has the inverse colors as the original one, so that's really cool. So it has these beautiful stenciled edges that have like the TNT on there. All the little symbols that are all over the front of the book are on the side of the book as well, which is really cool. And then on the back of it, we just have some quotes from authors. And let's open it up and see what we have. Ooh. I love when they do like a full foiled cover. I think this is absolutely beautiful. We have Twyla and Frank. Oh, so pretty. And then inside, the end pages do have special art on them. So we have that. It kind of matches the first book. And then we have that. Very, very pretty. It is signed by Bannen, so that's awesome. And then if you don't know what this is about, this is the second in a series. I would highly suggest reading the first one, The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, first, but you can kind of read this on its own. It follows different characters, but Heart and Mercy do show up in it, and there is some plot that has to do with their story. But this one follows two marshals who are not doing too much marshaling anymore because of things that happened at the end of the last book, hence why I said you should read that one first. But they are out patrolling and they find a dragon-sized footprint and end up inadvertently becoming the caretakers for a baby dragon, and it goes from there. So I feel like dragons are really hot right now, so this would be a fun one to pick up for you. I really do like what Megan did with the dragons in this book. I thought it was a fun take on them. And if you're looking for a little bit of romance, we do get a romance between Twyla and Frank. They are more middle-aged characters in this, so I liked reading about older characters. But pick this one up. It is so fun, and I really think you'll like it. So next up, I am going to open the Romantasy box. I got this one about a week ago, and I've been trying so hard not to open it and spoil myself. I did actually see some spoilers on Facebook and Instagram. I was scrolling through, and people are not good about putting spoiler posts under like a tag that says spoiler or putting a couple of pictures before it when you're selling it on Facebook. So I have seen the cover of this one, and I think I've seen the sprayed edges. So I'm hoping that I'm not super, super ruined for it. It does look like a really pretty book, so I'm very excited. But the spoiler card says the Romantasy is Captive Hearts. And then we will get back to this card a little bit later. But in the box, normally it comes in like a dust sleeve. I don't know why they don't have one for this box right now. But let's just get that opened. Ooh, this is really, really pretty. So the book we have is Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. And I got a sneak peek of those edges and look at them. They are so, so pretty. I absolutely love those. Flowers on edges are like one of my favorite things. So we have 3 different flowers, which is really pretty. And this cover is stunning. I like that she is like a bigger girl, and I like that it is portrayed correctly on this. And if we flip it over, we will see a window. It has like a glare on it. So that part is the only part of the back dust jacket sleeve that is, I don't know what kind of material it is, but it looks really pretty. And then, ooh, the book itself is gorgeous. Look at that. It does have a little bit of foiling on it. This is a stunning book. I'm so happy to have a copy of this. And then inside, we get this beautiful artwork. And then the back is different as well. So that is really nice. And then I'm wondering if this is signed by the author. Yep. It looks like it has a tip-in page and is signed by the author. And then also has the letter from the author right in the book. So that is really, really cool. I'm super excited for this one. I've had this one on my TBR for a while now, and I think having a physical copy of it is actually going to make me pick it up quicker now. And then one last thing for this is this does have a reversible dust jacket, and the dust jacket is beautiful as well. So now I'm just going to read you the synopsis, and then I'll let you know who did all of the special extras for this book. 4 handsome fey princes, 1 awkward bookworm, an enchanted veil, a beastly curse to break. Rosalina lives her life in Orca Cove as quietly as she can. When her father turns up missing, Rosie goes after him and finds herself in the enchanted veil, the land of the fey. When Rosie locates her father, she discovers that he has been imprisoned, and Rosie has no choice but to make a deal with 4 fey princes to take his place. As Rosie begins to learn more about the 4 princes she shares a castle with, she uncovers that they have been cursed. The princes must take on the form of demonic wolves every night, and with every year that passes, more of their magic fades away. If the princes can each find their mate, they will break their curse and free their realm. Rosie is determined to help them. But the only problem is, the more time she spends with the princes, the more she's convinced that she's the one they're all meant to be with. This is a spicy Beauty and the Beast retelling filled with enchanted fae, morally gray characters, a sinfully hot villain, and a princess who has found her prince charming, all 4 of them. I am a huge fan of Why Choose, and it's really cool to see an actual book box doing a Why Choose book now. So I'm super excited for this one. Again, this edition is stunning. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to pick this up. But I did say I was going to let you know who did all of the extras on it. And it says that your FairyLoot exclusive edition has an exclusive redesigned cover, reversible dust jacket featuring a colorway variation of the trade cover, foil elements and design on the hardcover, digitally sprayed foredge with solid top and bottom edges, character artwork on the end papers with foil, all by Natalie Bernard Art, an author letter bound into the book and is signed by the author. I think they knocked it out of the park with this box. I'm so excited to pick this one up. And then last to unbox today is the adult one. And for this book, I think I did maybe see the cover on Instagram, but I scrolled away pretty quickly and I don't really remember much. So we're just going to open this up. And this one is Villains Assemble. This one also does not have the FairyLoot little bag that it comes with. So I wonder if they're just getting away from that and not doing that anymore. I don't know. We'll have to see. I do not mind this though, because when I sell my books, I love to reuse things. So this will go to good use. But the book that we have for the adult is Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan. I think this is almost the original cover, maybe in just like a different colorway. I think the original might have been purple or something. I really don't know too much about this book other than the fact that Katie Robert, one of my favorite authors, really, really liked this when she read this earlier in the year. So I'm very excited that FairyLoot did an edition of it. And look at that edge. It is so pretty. It says Longing for Revenge. I think I'm going to really like this book. But let's take this off. It says Time of Iron, the Once and Forever Emperor. This is really pretty. They did a nice job on that. Ooh, I like the back there. It's simple, but it still stands out. Really pretty. And then I know there's back dust jacket art. So let's see what that is. Stunning. Super pretty. And then I'm going to open the book because there's always some end page art. Ooh, that is really, really pretty. FairyLoot again has just been knocking it out of the park recently. I love all of the customizations that they've been doing. Let's take a peek. Another one that has the author letter right in the book. So we've got that with the digital signature down there. I don't know if this one is actually signed, though. I don't see. No, the cover page is not signed. Maybe the first page. Nope. So I guess we just get the author letter with the signature there. And I am very excited for this one, too. So like I said, I don't know too much about this one, so I'm just going to read the synopsis for you again. And this one is A Story for Anyone Who's Ever Fallen for the Villain. Sounds like a story for me. When her whole life collapsed, Ray still had books. Dying, she seizes a second chance at living, a magical bargain that lets her enter the world of her favorite fantasy series. She wakes in a castle on the edge of a hellish chasm, in a kingdom on the brink of war, home to dangerous monsters, scheming courtiers, and her favorite fictional character, the once and forever Emperor. He's impossibly alluring, as only fiction can be, and in this fantasy world, she discovers she's not the heroine, but the villainess in the Emperor's tale. So be it. The wicked are better dressed, with better one-liners, even if they're doomed to bad ends. She assembles the villains of the story under her evil leadership, plotting to change their fate. But as the body count rises and the Emperor's fury increases, it seems Ray and her allies may not survive to see the final page. This is an adult epic fantasy debut from Rees Brennan and puts the reader in the villain's shoes for an adventure that is both brilliant and supremely satisfying. Expect a rogues gallery of villains, including an axe-wielding maid, a shining knight with dark moods, a homicidal bodyguard, and a playboy spymaster with a golden heart and filthy reputation. I'm wondering if those are the people on the back art. I think I would probably be right there. So according to the spoiler card, this one has an exclusive cover, reversible dust jacket by Mono Lime Art, and typography by Blanca Design, a foil design on the front and back hardcover by Bluey Boo, digital sprayed edges on all three edges by Blanca Design, character artwork on the end papers with foil by Mono Lime Art, bonus content, and an author letter bound into the book with a digital signature. I didn't realize that the bottom and the top were different for the sprayed edges. So we've got that. And then obviously we have the sword there. But I think FairyLoot did an amazing job on both of these books. They are so, so pretty. And it's actually funny because both of these are pretty red. And over like the last 2 months, we've had very, very blue FairyLoot books. So I wonder if they're kind of going with a theme for each month for both books being the same color. Maybe not, who knows? But these are going to look so good together. Just look at those edges. They are so pretty. I can't wait to pick all of these books up. I have already read The Undermining of Twyla and Frank, though, so I won't be picking that one up again. I'm just happy to have a copy of it to add to my collection. I'll definitely be picking these up when FairyLoot does their read-alongs. I've been having a really good time doing that. I never did it for the longest time. I've had FairyLoot since like 2021, I want to say. Actually, maybe even 2020. And up until this year, I never read along with them. I actually have quite a few FairyLoot books that I haven't read at all yet. But now that I'm doing the read-alongs, I feel like I'm actually getting my money's worth because I am reading the books that I'm buying. So we're just going to keep going with that. And I am super excited for all of these. So if you're looking to pick up any of these books as well, let me know in the comments below which one you're most excited about. And if you don't have anything to say in the comments, why don't you leave me a little fairy emoji this time, since it's a FairyLoot unboxing. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!